Hi, I'm Emma Crummett, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. To start off with, we're going to be talking a little bit about the historical setting. In the book, the author explains that Maycomb is a small town that is kind of like, it has dirt roads, kind of like Western style buildings, and it also explains the date, which is in about 1940s. Moving on, we're going to be talking about the three most compelling main characters of this book. So there are a lot of very interesting characters in this book, but we're going to be talking about the most three compelling that I think. So which are the three most important Finches? The first one I'm going to be talking about is Jean Louise Scout Finch. So people call her tomboy because she doesn't like girly things like dresses or dolls. She loves running around in the dirt and doing exciting journeys, I guess, with her brother Jem. Now we're going to be ironically talking about Jeremy Jem Finch. So Jem is at least was, like Scout, where he loved running around and playing and doing adventures. Now, as the book slowly goes on, he becomes more and more like Atticus, even though he does not want to admit that to his little sister. Lastly, we're going to be talking about Atticus Finch. Atticus Finch is very wise, he's very fast-thinking, he's very kind to everyone. Unless you attack someone they love, then he will most definitely hunt you down. And then we're going to be talking about the plot of this story. There are a lot of small little things that lead up to the most important parts of this story and the most important events. So some things that led up to it was Jem and Scout met Dill, and then they got interested in Boo Radley. And that's what leads to the end of the book when Boo Radley is found and everyone lives happily ever after. Next, we're going to be talking about pretty much the theme for To Kill a Mockingbird. There are two main, but I only have one listed up here. So the one that's listed up here is put yourself in other people's shoes, or also known as empathy, because it's pretty much where people get judged frequently, but they don't know what they're going through. It's also don't judge a book by its cover. And then I want to talk a little bit about my first thoughts on this book. So my first thoughts were it was just a sad book filled with like liars, racism, hopelessness. But as I continue reading, I realized it also had joy, excitement, hope, and there are people who are treated differently, but in the end, the main characters bond with the people who are treated differently, and that's what the United States is. At least later, because it's about bonding and becoming one again. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you and goodbye.